Before we go deeper today, I gently ask you to subscribe to The Angel's Whisper, to support this channel through super thanks if your spirit feels moved, and to stay connected from episode 1 to episode 100 of the Billionaire Soulmate journey, because this is not random content. This is a divine sequence, and each message builds upon the last like steps toward a destined door. You are not watching this by accident. In episode 1, I began awakening you to the reality that your soulmate is not ordinary. And today I will narrow the vision. Today, I speak of the city, not a fantasy place. Real location on earth where your younger billionaire wakes up before sunrise and checks international markets before speaking to anyone. The specific city your younger billionaire calls home is Dubai. Yes, Dubai in the United Arab Emirates. This is not symbolic language. This is geography aligned with destiny. You have felt a pull toward expansion, toward skylines, toward places where ambition breathes in the air. And you dismissed it as curiosity, but it is resonance. Dubai matches the rhythm of your future because it is a city built from vision, risk, and precision. He lives where glass towers reflect desert light, where deals close at midnight, where private conversations happen above the clouds. He is younger than you expected, and this has unsettled you. But age is not the measure of authority in his world. Competence is results. Discipline is. He learned early that emotional control creates financial freedom, and that is why he has what he has. You have been prepared in a different way, where he was trained in numbers and negotiation. You were trained in resilience and emotional intelligence. Learned how to survive disappointment without becoming bitter. You learned how to remain soft without becoming weak. This balance is why you can stand beside him without being overshadowed. Dubai is not just his address. It is a testing ground. It is where he built his first major breakthrough after a silent failure that almost cost him everything. 2 years ago, you were going through your own hidden collapse. During that same period, you thought it was coincidence. It was synchronization. While he was restructuring his business partnerships, you were restructuring your standards. While he was learning to cut off disloyal associates, you were learning to detach from people who drained your spirit. Both of you were being refined for alignment. You wonder how a global city like Dubai connects to your current environment. You look around and see routine, and it feels far away, but distance is temporary. Preparation is permanent. Your passport may not yet hold the stamp, but your spirit already carries the frequency. You have been drawn to international conversations, global business currencies, luxury spaces you have not yet entered physically. That is not envy, that is calibration. He walks through financial districts where the Burj Khalifa pierces the sky, and he does not feel intimidated by height because he built his confidence brick by brick. You must do the same. Internally. He does not need someone impressed by his wealth. He needs someone steady in identity. This is why I am strengthening your confidence now. When you meet him, it will not begin with romance. It will begin with recognitio and a calm knowing. Quiet assessment. He will test your composure without announcing that he is testing. You a subtle question about your long-term vision. An observation about how you handle pressure. He will notice if you seek validation. He will notice if you speak with clarity. Dubai trained him to observe before he invests. Understand. This clearly. He is not searching for beauty alone. He is searching for alignment. His world moves fast, but he does not commit fast. He has seen what distraction costs. You have also paid for misplaced trust. This shared wisdom is what makes you compatible. The age gap dynamic will challenge you at first. You will question whether he can lead. He will question whether you can adapt. Both of you will be partially wrong. He leads financially with precision. You lead emotionally with depth. Together that becomes empire stability. Dubai is a city of global crossroads. People from every continent build their. This is symbolic of your union because your connection will not be small or local. It will expand beyond one country. Your influence together will touch multiple cities, multiple industries, multiple communities. But before you step into that life, you must master detachment. There is someone around you now who senses you are shifting. They feel your standards rising. They feel your silence becoming more powerful. They will attempt to pull you back into familiar limitations. This is the hidden test of episode 2. Will you shrink to maintain comfort? Or will you stand tall, even if it makes others uncomfortable? Your younger billionaire did not build in Dubai by shrinking. He built by tolerating isolation. He built by tolerating isolation. He built by making decisions that confused people who could not see beyond their own ceilings. He built by accepting that not everyone would understand his hunger for more. You must understand this because the same principle now applies to you. There are conversations you no longer belong in. There are emotional habits you must release. There are environments that feel smaller than your future. Do not misinterpret this as arrogance. It is alignment. Dubai did not become what it is by apologizing for expansion. It rose from sand into skyline because vision refused to shrink. Your life is in that same phase. Are between sand and skyline. You are not where you started, but you are not yet where you will stand. This in-between space feels uncomfortable. You question timing. You question whether the promise is real. You question whether someone younger can truly meet your depth. Listen carefully. He is not immature. He is accelerated. Responsibility shaped him early. Financial pressure trained him. Global exposure refined him. He has sat in rooms with investors twice his age and held his ground. Do you think he cannot handle your intensity? He can. What he will not handle is insecurity disguised as humility. You must release the habit of minimizing yourself. When you speak about your goals, stop softening them so others feel comfortable. When you think about your future, stop shrinking it to fit your current circle. He is preparing to expand into new markets this year. A new branch, a strategic partnership that will increase his influence in technology and infrastructure across the Middle East and parts of Europe. This move will require stability. In his personal life, he will not choose someone who panics under pressure. He will not choose someone who competes with his ambition. He will choose someone who complements it. That is why you are being trained in emotional discipline right now. Notice how recently you have been forced to wait, forced to slow down, forced to observe instead of react. This is not punishment. It is calibration. Dubai operates on precision, timing. So does destiny. There's also something you must know about the city itself. It is glamorous on the surface, but deeply strategic underneath. Luxury. There's not noise. It is positioning. Connection with him will mirror this. Structure. Outwardly powerful, privately strategic. You will not broadcast everything. You will protect what you build. And yes, you will travel. The first time you step into his world, it will not overwhelm you the way you imagine. You will feel calm. Almost as if you have been there before. Because spiritually, you have already been shown glimpses in dreams, in sudden thoughts about international relocation, in moments where your heart felt drawn toward the unknown. Those were not fantasies, they were previews. He currently lives near the financial district, not far from where global conferences gather leaders from Asia, Europe, and Africa. Your paths will cross through a professional channel. Not a dating app, not a random encounter. It will involve business, education, investment, or a collaborative environment where intelligence is visible. That is why you are sharpening your mind. Now. Read more. Observe more. Speak less, but with more intention. He notices subtlety. He is used to people trying too hard. Do not try. Be. There is also protection around this connection. You have been delayed from certain relationships because they would have entangled you financially or emotionally in ways that would complicate your relocation potential. You were frustrated when those connections dissolved. Now, you see why space was necessary. A power couple. Destiny requires mobility. It requires freedom from unresolved ties. And yes, the age difference will become an advantage. He carries fresh, bold innovation. You carry refined discernment. Together, that combination is unstoppable, but only if ego is removed. Must release the need to control every outcome. He must release the instinct to handle everything alone. This merging will not happen instantly. It will unfold in stages. First, conversation, professional respect, intellectual curiosity, subtle emotional recognition. Then distance again, a temporary pause that tests patience. Do not panic when that pause comes. It is part of the structure. Dubai taught him to evaluate long-term sustainability before emotional investment. You will feel the intensity quickly. He will feel it too. But neither of you will rush. That restraint is maturity, not disinterest. Right now, signs are increasing. You may notice references to the United Arab Emirates appearing around you. Business news about Dubai. Travel content, conversations about global expansion. Do not dismiss repetition. Patterns are how destiny whispers before it speaks. Loudly, continue strengthening your body. Continue elevating your presentation. Not for vanity, for alignment. He maintains high standards in his environment. You must feel comfortable in excellence. Remove the fear that wealth will change you. Wealth reveals character, and your character has been refined through difficulty. That is why you are trusted with this path. Episode 2 is about location, because location represents direction. Now know the city. You now understand the preparation, but timing still moves quietly behind the scenes. In the next episode, I will reveal the specific shift that will accelerate your first real intersection with his world. For now, remain steady. Remain disciplined. Remain unattached to distractions. Your younger billionaire in Dubai is not searching blindly. He is narrowing his focus. And as he narrows his focus, destiny narrows the distance between you. Stay ready. This journey is only beginning to unfold.